And the Cutting Edge Benefits podcast with our host, Tom Quigley of ClaimLinx. Tom, how are you? What's going on?
Hanging out in the woods.
Exactly. In
Very
Arkansas.
dry here, very dry. No campfires right now.
Okay. It's raining in Mentor, Ohio. You've always talked about Ohio to me. And that's why
Ohio's the rearview mirror when I'm leaving.
I would say that about Pittsburgh. All right. Podcast topic. Mental health coverage in the spotlight today. The hidden cost for employers. Why is mental health coverage dominating the news and workplace conversations in 2025?
We all take good drugs to keep us sane, including myself. I take that generic Lexapro. It's good stuff. Keeps you balanced. Keeps your brain, all kinds of good stuff on. But mental health is a serious issue. We have a serious issue in this country on mental health. They got rid of the mental health institutions, and I think they need to bring them back, to be candid with you. But in terms of the health of the workplace, there's a lot of the COVID virus caused a lot of mental issues for a lot of employees. They want to work at home and they want to do certain things and they don't know how to treat people nicely anymore. It's a crazy situation going on. So a company can cover, is required, the health insurance is required. There's an act called the Mental Health Parity Act way back. And literally you have to have certain things that you cover for mental health, for inpatient, outpatient, those kind of things. There's requirements on all health plans.
Yeah, it's so important to have that conversation of mental health. And that's why we have a workplace wellness podcast people need to go back to as well, because the better wellness coverage you provide your employees, the better productivity they're going to have in the workplace. And especially,
I take anxiety if I'm off that generic Lexapro, I would get anxious, everyone. So I tell everyone, because I feel everyone should be afraid to try something to try to make their mental health better. If it works, there's all kinds of therapies you can try, light, sound, and all kinds.
Are you into red light? Are you into red light therapy?
No, I've tried it. I've tried all that. I've tried it all. Quite frankly, my best bet was everyone's different. And so my best bet was taking a Lexapro, taking one every night. That's it. And it's just greatly helped me. Anxiety attacks aren't fun.
No. And that's where mental health has to be serious. One of the things I'm using from the days of some of my concussions from pro wrestling. I use the Mendy. It's a bioneurofeedback device I bought and do the training every day. And I've done it for about 8-9 days. I'll update you. But that's another thing. If you're self-employed and you've made purchases for your health, that can be covered, especially. So that's things that if you contact Tom at ClaimLinx, especially if you're self-employed, opportunities galore to say.
You can write off all that stuff as a business expense or on your health savings account. Those are eligible expenses, all those therapies, because it's a serious issue. It really is. This country has got to get a control of it, because if they don't, we're going to keep having mass shootings and all this crazy stuff. So you got every one of those folks are mental health. It doesn't matter if you're white, black, Korean, whatever you are. People have serious, if not yourself, have serious issues that they need to take care of. And mental health is a very important part of the health insurance system.
And they're not
they should be cutting things. They should be extending things. They should be trying new therapies. They should be doing everything possible, because losing these young, innocent people because a person has a personal mental issue and can't get help for it, or if they pull out a rifle, it's very sad. And you got to deal with it. And bearing it's not going to deal with it. So my point, your health plans out there, you have plenty of people that are there to help, and your insurance can cover it. And it shouldn't be an embarrassing thing. You should be proud of doing something, because it takes a big person to correct problems.
Okay. Let's go to the next question. What's driving the rising demand for mental health services among employees? You're seeing specifically, they're looking into things. COVID was one, but they're also looking into their brain and to try to feel better, and they want to feel less stress and different things. So more people are focusing on mental health more than ever.
Well, you got the vaccinations, not all of them. There's all kinds of theorists, but the bottom line is mental health is a serious issue, and the insurance carriers cover it. So you should take advantage of these programs, and that's what people need to start doing. And the individual plans also cover it. These are all plans, and you can finance your costs through a health savings account as a individual or as a medical expense reimbursement plan as an employer to cover that.
Are small and medium-sized businesses hit harder than corporations when it comes to providing mental health coverage?
I think the issue with smaller businesses is that you have less people, you rely on your people more and more. And the problem is the health insurance, it's costing so much for small businesses, the way they're buying it, that they're increasing deductibles, and those deductibles also pertain to mental health because it goes towards the deductible, and they can be covering that piece for them, which will make all their employees much safer and better production for your company. If you got somebody who's running off the walls and needs to be on some ADD medicine, and you can get them focused, they can be the greatest salesperson you had, which increases your value. What doesn't it make sense to cover it?
That's where they have to really look at it, the HR and everyone, to look at how can these therapies really benefit the employee.
Well, I find as most HR people, they need it.
I love this. But go ahead. Let's continue. So I think that to address this more, what are you seeing? Are you seeing employers cutting mental health services for their
Well, they're not
employees?
cutting any, they're increasing deductibles. So by increasing deductibles, you're cutting the first dollar benefits that they used to have. So some people will forego getting their medicines and other things because they don't want to pay more money out of pocket. That's where an employer can design a plan to help these employees. Overall, all their employees, you can't discriminate. You can help them all.
And how do you help at ClaimLinx? Explain that process when you
That's the
so you're seeing.
reimbursement plan where you cover from $1 with a lower copay for mental health. Then you can do it on the drugs and also on, want to do light therapy or whatever, you pay that.
How does that work? Explain how that works.
Okay, so you want to go and see a psychiatrist, and you go and see the psychiatrist, and they recommend that you have light therapy and do a couple other things. So you try it. The company can cover up to X amount of dollars to cover mental health. That goes towards your deductible, and the company can pay for it instead of the employees. So the employees do. Now, and the company doesn't know what they're using it for because of the HIPAA laws. So they have what's a vendor that looks out and pays the bills to these folks, so that it keeps them from being discriminatory in violation of HIPAA laws.
Very interesting stuff for sure. And I think that then when you're in the process of doing it, it's really helping the employee too, to do these plans, right? To get them to utilize this reimbursement plan. You offer it for sure, but you got to give the resources to help them through that process.
Exactly.
Explain. And that's part what ClaimLinx does too. Helps both the employer and the employee.
Oh, absolutely. The employees, hey, try this, try that. I've had a lot of friends and family and stuff, educate them. And your genes dictate a lot of your health, including mental health.
Okay. So the best place to go is claimlinx.com. Schedule a call with Tom today. Appreciate it, Tom.
Thank you.
All right. That was a special simulcast of the Neil Haley Show and the Cutting Edge Benefits podcast, guys. Take